Hello guys, it's your boy KP. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. And before we get into today's video, I just want to quickly ask for me if you could just hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button as well, turn on the post notification button so you can be notified when I drop some uploads, and comment down below your thoughts about my videos or anything you agree or disagree with anything, any of the content I release or any of the points I make. And today's video, I'm just going to quickly touch on just a few topics today. Obviously, Arsenal not playing until next week, Tuesday, against Nottingham Forest away. A ground I'm quite familiar with because I went to uni in Nottingham. But just wanted to talk about a few things. First of all, congratulations to Nigeria for getting through to the knockout stages of the Afcon. Hey, some people's countries didn't make it. Ghana, the host nation, Ivory Coast. Ghana went out in a funny fashion, I can't lie. 2 goals in the last minute. I'm just seeing their fans not letting their players and their coach get out of the stadium, and seeing the Ivorian fans, like, obviously I think Ivory Coast is still through, to be fair, but it's just funny to see, like, I'll call him the ops, just, you know, just upset. Like, I'm pretty sure when Nigeria didn't make it to the World Cup, I think Ghana were the ones that beat us in the qualifier. They were celebrating like there was no tomorrow. So for them to not get out of the group stage, obviously they do have injuries, obviously like Partey, but who gives a shit? Who gives a heck? But yeah, hopefully Nigeria can do their thing. I don't expect much from them, man. Hey, it's not like our games have been any sweet, but you know, it's just nice to get through to the stage where, you know, win or go home. And hopefully Osimhen can get his shooting boots and start scoring, because he's been looking pants. Obviously, and that's a guy that I want us to sign in the summer for Arsenal. But I think it's just more about composure, you know, just relaxing, and hopefully he goes into the tournament. And hey, if he grows, that gives Nigeria a chance. But yeah, I just want to talk about like just a bit of the news that's come out around Arsenal. We've seen that obviously Declan Rice came off against Crystal Palace with I think it was a hammy. I can see him mouthing to Smith Rowe that he had a hammy injury, but Sami Mokbel has come out and said that he should be fine for next week. Obviously, I suspected that he would be fine, because it wasn't like he pulled up and was laying down. He just literally probably reported he had a little tightness and he got taken off for precaution. So yeah, even if he was injured, I wouldn't mind, because I'm pretty sure that Partey should be back next week. I don't know if he'll be ready to start the game, but as long as he's in the squad, I do believe Jorginho's an adequate player to play in that 6th position. Probably will allow Odegaard to drop less deeper to cover for the deficiencies Rice has in his game. But all in all, we don't want none of our players to be injured, and I don't want, from when Partey's coming back, for Rice to be injured. So yeah, it's good. I think Partey also should be back next week. I don't know if he's going to play or he's going to start, but I've seen some reports today that he's going to be back in training this week when the players get back from their little break, because obviously we've got a little long period between games. I think Mikel's giving the players a break. And we've seen some good news about Timber, where he should be back at least by the end of February, and considering February is a week away, by the time you know it, Timber's back. Obviously, I don't expect him to be any form of himself for the rest of this season, at least until the start of next season. But hey, if we can get Timber in, get the option in, obviously Tomiyasu comes back from the Asian Cup, and we have our full squad of defenders, and we can rotate around depending on the game and game plan, it will be nice to see, and we can definitely ease Timber in. And I'm not too sure when Fabio Vieira is back, but he was training in Dubai, so I'm gonna assume that he's back soon as well. Maybe that Nottingham Forest game, maybe the Liverpool game, he might be in and around the squad. So we're getting all our players back. We saw Smith Rowe have an not excellent cameo, but he looked very sharp off the bench. Similar with Martinelli as well. Eddie Nketiah got the assist. Ben White is looking like himself. So that Dubai trip, as I said in the previous video, is looking like it came at a good time for the team. And with players come back from injury, we can only hope that it bodes well for our title run. I do expect us to win the next game against Forest. I will preview that game closer to the time, when we have like more team news, and just in terms of just seeing if there's any developments over the next couple of days. You never know, transfer window, even though I don't think we're signing anybody, but you never know. And there was news also that about Arsenal deny the chance to sign Karim Benzema, and if they are to make a signing this January, we're going to make a signing for a versatile defender. Unless that defender is Diamonde or Euro, which I don't think they will come at a cheap, but obviously they do probably fit that versatile defender profile. I'm not too sure who we're going after, obviously, because the first defender can be a left back that can play across the board, it can be a centre back that can play across the board, and obviously based on the fact that we play centre backs at full backs and stuff like that, you never really know. But we are short defensively, and you saw how our defensive cover last season when a couple of our players got injured, Tomiyasu and Saliba. It really hurt us because I don't think it was our attack that like became stagnant at the end of last season in our title. I think it was more our defense leaking in goals, putting more pressure on the attack, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I just want us to follow the good vibe from this game. Obviously, I saw the second half of the Crystal Palace game, we're playing such good football. I think Zinchenko had one of his best games this season so far. His passing, apart from one pass in the first half, it was crisp in behind. And I'm just intrigued to see how Mikel shapes the squad once he has all his players fit. I still feel like there's still gaps in our team. I still feel like we need a left centre mid. I still feel like we need someone that can play, a quality player off the wings, whether he's a versatile player that can play both wings to cover Saka and Martinelli. And we do need a Saliba depth, which is why I want Diamande. Zubimendi, Kimmich, Frankie de Jong, that type of player to play in that centre mid that can help. Because I feel like we're probably going to move on from Partey, and then maybe Jorginho might stay around, but he's not going to be reliable in terms of to play every game because he's a bit older now, he's athleticism. So we need that player, that ilk that can break lines, that can receive the ball back to goal from the defenders and the centre backs, and play around the corner pass, or drop the shoulder and turn out, knows how to play in that position and is confident to play in that position. I'm not saying Declan Rice won't get there, but he isn't there right now, and I will be stupid to not highlight how his deficiencies have affected our build-up in general, and why Odegaard is having to drop deeper, which I don't mind, because I think he's more of an 8 than a 10. I think our 10s are actually Fabio Vieira and Emil Smith-Rowe. Ranieri in that breath as well, but obviously he's not in the first team officially yet. But yeah, I just think once all the players are fit, I think we'll start to see Mikel's idea in terms of playing certain combination of certain type of players together for certain games that we're facing teams against, exploit their weaknesses and exert our dominance. I think obviously there's been a highlight about control this whole season, but I think it's more dominance. Mikel wants to implement both dominant in our box, in our defensive duels, dominant in how we attack, dominant in our performance, dominant. And that means also controlling the game and controlling possession, but also dominating your opponent, because you can control possession and have no domination of territory, no domination of what the opposition does. But I think that's what Mikel's trying to get to. And with players like Timber, Tomiyasu coming back, Vieira being sharp, Havertz being able to play in and around the roles, like in the striker roles and stuff like that. Nelson having a say, Jorginho having a good say, because I think his cameo was class, like Raya, and his distribution being shown even more. I think as I said, I said it all the time. I think our next 4 games, obviously Nottingham Forest, Liverpool, West Ham, and I think it's Burnley. I'm quite confident with the Forest and Burnley games. I need us to beat Liverpool at home, and I feel like we can do it. I don't feel like they have Salah, but I know Trent will be back, and they have their threats. But we're at home. We're going to take the impetus to take the game to them. And I think also West Ham away, obviously, always be a difficult ground to go to, but I think we can get the dub there. If you can win our next 4 games, obviously, I'm not looking at I haven't looked at Liverpool's fixtures or City's fixtures. I know Liverpool got Chelsea before us. I don't know what City have. I know they have quite an easy run, but let's just assume they do drop some points. Even if they don't drop any points, obviously, if we take points off Liverpool, we eat that gap. And as long as we get our wins, we get our form back, our confidence back, our strikers are getting into, and our attackers are getting into flow of their form, it can only bode well for the running. And if players coming back fit, getting sharper, getting stronger, hey man, I think the sadness of the December run would be easily forgotten when we get into Champions League and that Porto game and into the running after Liverpool. Like if we beat Liverpool, you'll see a lot of Arsenal fans come back with chest. But yeah, hopefully we get more news on Partey and Vieira's injuries and any movement in transfer. I don't think so, but I just want to come on here and just talk quickly with you guys. Please, as I said, comment down below any of your thoughts, and I'll catch you on the next video. Speak soon.